Hey, have you ever wanted to start speaking German? I mean, like today? Well, in this quick explainer, we're going to build your foundation with some absolutely essential words for everyday life. By the end, you'll have a real, practical toolkit to start your very first conversations.
And I'm not kidding. That's the promise. The goal here is for you to speak your very first German words right now as you follow along with me. We're going to build a solid foundational vocabulary together, one step at a time. All right, so where do we even begin? With time. Think about it. So much of what we talk about every single day is about when something happened, is happening, or is going to happen. These words are the absolute building blocks.
Let's start with the big three. These are the most fundamental time words you're going to need. We have heute for today, gestern for yesterday, and morgen for tomorrow. Simple, right? But so powerful. You're going to hear these constantly.
Now let's put one of those to work immediately. Look at this sentence. Gestern war Montag. This just means yesterday was Monday. And boom, just like that, you're already understanding a full German sentence. See, you're doing it.
Let's build on that with the days of the week. Come on, try saying them with me. Montag, Dienstag, Mittwoch, Donnerstag, Freitag, Samstag, and Sonntag. Trust me, hearing them in order like that makes them so much easier to remember.
Okay, so you've got the when part down. That's awesome. But how do you even start a conversation to use these words? Well, the next logical step is gotta be learning how to say hello, right?
Exactly. So let's jump into the social tools of language. We're talking about the essential greetings and phrases you need to actually connect with people. This is where the conversation really starts.
And it all begins with the most universal greeting, a word you probably already recognize, hello.
Yep, it's friendly. You can use it any time of day, and it's basically your go-to way to kick things off. Super simple, super effective, and a really easy win to get you started.
Okay, next up is an incredibly useful word, even if it is a bit of a mouthful. Entschuldigung.
Now, don't be intimidated by how it looks. Think of this as your multi-tool for excuse me or pardon me. If you need to get someone's attention or if you accidentally bump into them, this is the polite word you're looking for. Nailing this one is a great sign of respect.
So, once you've said hello, what's the natural next step? You ask, wie geht es dir? It's the standard, friendly way to ask, how are you?
And now for the two most fundamental responses in, well, any language. You've got ja for yes and nein for no. The key thing here is that with just these two little words, you can answer a massive range of questions.
Here's another piece of essential politeness. It's just one word, danke. It means thank you, and you really can't say it enough.
And to wrap up a conversation formally, you have auf Wiedersehen. I love this one because it literally translates to until we see again, which is just a pretty wonderful way to say goodbye, don't you think?
All right, let's move into our final section. We've covered time and greetings, so now let's add some descriptive words to give your conversation a bit more color and detail.
You know, a really brilliant way to learn adjectives is by looking at opposites. So on the left, you've got hübsch, meaning pretty, and on the other, hässlich, for ugly. Seeing them side by side like this really helps lock in the meaning.
Let's do that again, this time for distance. Here we have nah for near or close, and weit for far. Just think about describing where something is. The station is near, the park is far. Incredibly useful stuff.
And here's a word you'll definitely find a use for, schwer. It means difficult or hard. Perfect for describing a challenging task, a complex idea, or hey, maybe even learning a new language.
And just like that, you've taken your very first German steps. What we've done here together is build a really powerful and practical starter kit for actual real-world conversation.
So, let's quickly recap what's in your new German toolkit. We've covered words for time, a bunch of greetings and social phrases to start and end conversations, and some basic adjectives to describe the world. Not bad, right?
And this is the really crucial part. You don't just know a list of random words. You now have the actual building blocks you need to start forming your first, simple but complete German sentences.
Which brings us to our final thought. You've learned the building blocks. The tools are officially in your hands now. The only question left is, what are you gonna build?